This is BBC Radio Oxford.
It's 5 o'clock. A very good afternoon. I'm Howard Bentham with the latest BBC News for Oxfordshire. The government has ordered an inquiry into the scandal over contaminated blood, which is claimed to have cost more than 2,000 lives. It follows a long-running campaign by families of haemophiliacs and others who were infected with hepatitis C and HIV from imported blood products in the 1970s and 80s. Giving her maiden speech in the Commons, the new Labour MP for Oxford East, Annalisa Dodds, says she's ashamed of the city's role in what happened.
It's a shame to me that it was the Oxford Haemophilia Centre which produced blood products which resulted in many people contracting blood-borne diseases, and further, that guidance from the centre in the early 1980s advocated the use of humans to test infectivity. I will repeat that, the use of humans to test infectivity.
David Leadbetter from Witney has haemophilia and was infected with hepatitis C nearly 30 years ago. He also received that letter and has sent us a copy. He gave me his reaction to the news about the inquiry.
It's a big step in the right direction, I think.
It's taken an awful long time, hasn't it?
Very long time. That was 2010 when I first see my MP, David Cameron, about all of this, and asked him if he could do something. He said he'd do what he could. And it obviously wasn't enough.
Give us a little bit of history to this and how it's directly affected your life.
Well, I was told, I'm a haemophiliac, and I was given clotting factors all my life, really. In 1986, I was told that I'd been exposed to HIV and hepatitis. They'd done a blood test and said, good news, bad news, you didn't get the HIV, but you did get the hepatitis non-A, non-B. Then a few years later, they start saying that it's causing liver cirrhosis and liver cancers and things like that. So I start looking at my own health.
What do you want to see come from this public inquiry?
The truth. Well, it has been covered up for years. Yeah, the truth. Mainly the truth and why it happened and how it's happened.
And how's it affected your health and your day-to-day life, working, etc.?
Through a lot of it, I've managed to work. I can't work now. I've tried. I just can't hold any jobs down at all. I'm just not fit enough. Even though DWP say that I'm fit enough to work, no, I can't. Simple as that. An
inquiry to come. A lot of people have lost their lives in the intervening years. It just all seems so incredibly unfair, doesn't it?
Oh, very unfair, considering how they've reacted to other disasters. I mean, if you was to put just 500 of the contaminated blood victims on a plane and crash it into the sea, there'd be an inquiry. I mean, there's been over 2,000 of us have died already, so dying every day.
And you've got this sort of shadow hanging over you, I guess. Is that how you view it?
Yeah, it's a shadow that we try and hide. We try and live our lives holding our heads up high, at times pretending it never even happened.
David Leadbetter from Witney, who's a haemophiliac and infected with hepatitis C.